Good afternoon, everyone. So for today's lesson, we are going to be working on our student-led conference PowerPoint. This is the PowerPoint that you've been working on in your pause time classes, and you may have also worked on this PowerPoint in several of your regular classes as well. This is the PowerPoint that you are going to present to your parents at the end of November at student-led conferences. And so today we're going to work on filling out the slides for essentials. So what you're going to want to do is go to your OneDrive. This is where you should have saved your student-led conference PowerPoint, and pull up that PowerPoint. It's the one that looks like this. So the first slide looks like this. You may have already deleted this slide, in which case your first slide is going to be your name. And a picture of yourself or an image. So you're going to want to pull up this PowerPoint in your OneDrive. Now, if you can't find your slides for some reason, you can't find your PowerPoint, I am going to go ahead and attach the slides that I want you to complete today on Canvas. So I've got Canvas up here. If you go to assignments, you should already be there, and click on one that says student-led conferences, then that is where I have attached the slides. So you're going to want to go there. Okay. And you can just fill out those slides on Canvas and make sure you save them, and then I'll show you how to put them into your larger PowerPoint on Wednesday. Okay. So the first thing you're going to want to do is scroll down to the essentials slides. So if you scroll, you'll notice we've got your introduction, your purpose statement, your attendance, and your missing assignments. If you finish the essentials PowerPoint slides early today, I would like you to go back up and make sure that you have finished this slide for your purpose statements, your attendance, and your missing assignments. So if you get done early today, these are the 3 slides that you should be making sure that you complete. Okay. So you'll notice right away you come to English Language Arts. We do not want to fill out these slides, even though this is an English class. These slides here are for your other English class. So let's scroll on down until we find the Essentials slide. On mine, it's right around slide 15. And it says English Language Arts Essentials. Make sure you're at the one that says Essentials here. Okay, so if you keep scrolling, you will see that there are 5 slides for essentials. I'm actually not going to have you do all 5 slides. So what I'd like you to do is delete the 2 slides. Let's see if we can find what those 2 slides were. Yes, here. So initially there were 5 slides, and one of the slides says CER. What is the CER? And it looks like this, where you fill out all the scores of your different CER paragraphs. I actually would like you to delete this slide because you already did something similar to this in your English classes, so I'm not going to have you do this again. So go ahead and just click on the slide here on the left, and then right click and click delete slide. Okay, and you'll also see a slide here that says writing progress. This is a chart or a graph that is similar to the one that you're going to do for your regular English class. So again, I'm going to have you go ahead and just delete that slide. So you're left with 3 slides here. One that says reading and writing essentials, another that says a sample of writing I'm proud of, and a third one that says goals. Okay, so these are the 3 slides that we're going to fill out today. Okay. So we're going to start with filling out the slide that says reading and writing essentials. So you'll notice that there's 2 colors here on the page. We have black words and we have red words. The black words are supposed to stay on the page. You do not want to erase those, okay? What you do want to erase is the words in red, okay? This is kind of like a fill in the blank. So anywhere where there's red writing, you want to erase the red and write in your answer, or complete the sentence, okay? So the first thing it asks me is for my grade, and it asks me in red to put my current grade here. So I'm going to delete the words in red, and I'm going to type in my current grade. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to log into Skyward, look up your grade for this class, and type it in. So I'm just going to pretend that my grade in the class is a C+, so I'm going to type in C+. That's my grade for the class. But you're going to want to make sure you type in your actual grade in the class. Okay. So the next thing it says is Reading and Writing Essentials is a support class to help me improve my reading skills and my writing skills. I have this class. Okay, I need to finish filling in the blank there. So you're going to want to say what period you have the class and when. I have this class on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for third period. Okay, so you want to say which days of the week you have the class and what period you have the class. That one's pretty easy to fill out. All right, the next one says the most important thing we are learning is. So I'm going to erase the red and explain to my parents what is the most important thing I'm learning in this class. There are a lot of different things you could put here. You could say the most important thing I'm learning about is theme. The most important thing I'm learning about is how to write a CER paragraph. The most important thing that I'm learning about is how to read with a lens. So you could put lots of different things here. I'd say those are kind of the top 3 things. We've talked about theme, we've talked about the CER paragraph, we've talked about reading with a lens. Or you could talk about identifying evidence. That could be a good one. Or making inferences. So you can pick, what do you think the most important thing is that you are learning in this class? Okay? So you're going to have to fill that part out on your own, but you can pick any of the things that I just listed. All right, and then we have the third sentence here. This is kind of the hardest part. You need to actually explain to your parents what do you need to do in order to be good at that skill. So if it's theme, what do you need to do when you're reading in order to find the theme? This means I will need to, you have to explain, how do you find a theme to your parents? Okay? If you say write a CER paragraph, you need to explain here to your parents, this means I will need, how do you write a CER paragraph? Okay? This means I will need to read and find an answer to a question. Then I will need to find evidence. Okay, so you kind of have to explain to your parents, how do you write a CER paragraph? Or if you picked read with a lens, you need to explain to your parents, this means that when I read, I need to choose one thing that stands out to me and underline it, and then I need to. So explain to your parents, how do you read with a lens? Okay, or how do you find a theme? Actually explain that here. If you find this part difficult, you may want to talk it through with an elbow partner and discuss, like, well, how do we find theme? What did we do in the story The Lion and the Mouse? How did we figure out the life lesson of that story? So kind of explain here what that means. Once you get all of your answers filled out, you can change the font. I don't necessarily like having the red in here, so I might change, the color to blue or something. I don't know. But you can do whatever you like best. You can change the background, you can change the font, but do whatever you think looks good for you. Okay. Once you have filled this out, go ahead and move on to the next slide. And here you need to find a sample of something that you wrote that you were very proud of in this class. So to find this, you can just look in your documents on your computer or in your H drive. But if you can't find your old assignments, you can always go back on Canvas and get them on Canvas, okay? So if you look on Canvas, the 3 assignments we have on here is the assignment Go in Someplace Special, that paragraph, the Frog and the Mouse paragraph, or the Third Wish storyboard. So you can pick one of those 3 things to have for your sample paragraph. There's also the Bear Boy paragraph that we did, and that one was handwritten. So you can find that paragraph. That should have gotten handed back to you. But if it didn't, I can make sure you get that on Wednesday. And you can take a picture of that with either your phone or your computer and upload it into your PowerPoint. But if you're picking one of these 3 assignments, what you want to do is pull up the assignment on your computer. And so I'm actually going to find an old assignment that I wrote here. If I can figure out what I did with it, let's see if I can, oh, here it is. So here's mine in my email. So I'm just gonna open it up. It's on my Word document here. Here we go. Okay. So here's my paragraph that I'm really proud of. So you have 2 options here for how you want to get this paragraph into your PowerPoint. Option 1 would be to just simply drag your cursor over the assignment and hit Control C, okay? Control C copies the assignment for you, and then you can just go back to your PowerPoint, erase the red letters, and hit Control V. V as in Victor here, and it copy and pastes your entire paragraph into the PowerPoint slide. Okay, so that's one option. The other option would be to use your snipping tool. So you could also find your snipping tool and cut out a picture of your paragraph and then copy and paste that picture into your PowerPoint. And that's really good. That's a really good option if you have a super colorful background and it's hard to kind of read the letters. So if you picked like a really vibrant, colorful background, you might want to use your snipping tool so that you have a nice white background for your paragraph and it's easier to read. Okay. So once you've found the one thing that you did in class that you're extremely proud of, you want to copy and paste it into here. And then you're going to scroll down to your final slide. This one is about your goals. So the first sentence says, I am being successful at, and to choose one area of the CER that you're good at. So that means which part of the CER paragraph are you really good at? Are you really good at the claim where you're answering the question and using your tag? Okay. Or are you really good at evidence? Are you really good at quoting something from the story and putting quotation marks around it? Or are you really good with your reasoning where you're explaining your quote and connecting it back to your claim? So explain here, what's the part that you are the best at in your CER paragraph? So I am being successful at writing a claim. That's what I'm going to say for myself. Okay, and of course that means answering the question with my tag. All right, in order to improve my reading and writing skills, what do you need to do better? So maybe I'm really struggling with my evidence. I need to improve my evidence, so I need to be better at choosing quotes that match my claim or that match my answer. Maybe that's what I would write. I need to be better at choosing quotes that will match my answer. Or if I wanted to say reasoning, maybe I'm struggling with connecting my quotes to my claim. Or maybe I'm struggling with adding a tag. So maybe I might say, in order to improve my reading and writing, I need to make sure I use my tag. Okay? So these are different things that you could say here. And then our final sentence, one way I can do this at home is by, so what are some things that you could do at home to help you improve your writing? Maybe you could just read every night. That would help you improve your ability to find evidence, right? Or to notice and wonder about things. Maybe you'll do this by practicing writing claims. What's one thing you can do at home? Maybe you'll do this by doing your homework or making sure you have your assignments turned in on time. That's one thing you could do to make sure that you're getting better with your reading and writing skills. So you need to come up with one goal that you have to get better at writing the CER paragraphs. All right, so once you have those 3 slides done, you are going to be done for the day. So once you finish those 3 slides, I do expect you to scroll back up and finish working on the first 6 here. Make sure you have everything filled out on the sides here even. And if you're done with that, you can continue working on other classes, slides for other classes that you still have yet to finish.